in conclusion, how will people know if their standards are too high or too low? What's something that you can give them that can kind of like give them a tip on how to keep track on like holding yourself accountable if you might have high or low standards?
Ines, please.
Take inventory. What do you really want? Realistically, what do you want? We could sit
Knowing what
here.
you want.
Yeah, knowing what you want. Definitely. I had to sit here and be like, all right, well, what do I want? It's not what I want. What am I also willing to let go? Like, let slide by, in a sense. So maybe it's important to me that he's a man of God, but he doesn't go to church. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what are you willing to accept? And it's in reality, it's picking your poison. It really is. It's
Knowing your boundaries.
knowing your boundaries and knowing what you're willing to accept and not accept. Because I'd rather dance with the devil I know than the devil I don't.
Period.
So, I would say that ultimately everybody has to make a decision. If you've noticed that your standards are what they are, and it's been hard for you to find it, you either have to adjust your standards,
Yeah.
right, or be willing to pay the price of solitude
Yes.
until you find it.
Yes.
You have to
Solitude.
pick.
Yes.
You have to pick either you.
Heavy word.
It's a heavy feeling,
High five.
right? But it's also,
Here we do this.
I'm not doing that. So it's a heavy price to bear. If you really believe that is what you need and what you deserve, then you should be willing to wait it out.
It's not that heavy because you should love yourself first before anyone else.
And that sounds cute and all.
Yeah.
However, the love that you get in a relationship is very different.
I know, but even
Right?
then,
So you can love yourself, and everybody should love themselves to an extent. Right?
but
That's
you
great.
gotta. At the end of the day, you gotta want to be with you.
Yeah, but that's not what we're discussing.
It's not, but it's one of those things where it's like, once again, it goes on with the solitude
Okay,
idea.
if you're looking for a relationship, it's because you're looking for something else that self-love does not provide.
Agree to disagree.
I mean,
Maybe a
Why-
little bit, and I'm not.
why would you be looking for love if self-love is giving you everything that you want?
But that's not that it's giving you everything you want. It's
Just
one
answer
of-
the question.
An external love is not going to satisfy the craving of love that you want within yourself. You cannot rely on your partner for happiness.
That
in
wasn't my
totality.
question.
It is.
No, the question is, why would you look for love if self-love gives you everything that you need?
Because self-love. Oh no, wait.
Self-love is different from
Yeah.
receiving.
It's fulfilling to an extent.
Yeah.
But you would never look for a relationship if self-love was the end-all be-all. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have it. You should. But it doesn't provide you with all the unconditional love that a person needs.
Or that human in
But I-
nature.
Or the human
humans
interaction, the
Humans in
affection.
nature-
I agree
la-
with the human interaction.
Humans in nature
Yes.
crave a partner.
Yes.
That's built in our system.
But I don't believe that the love that someone wants can innately come from someone else. I don't believe that.
I'm not
So do
talking
you
about
believe in
love.
those people that like marry themselves and shit?
She probably does.
Because you know what I'm talking.
But that's not what I'm saying.
That's a little weird.
You're not gonna have the unconditional. Like, let's say you're missing a parent. That love that you have from a father figure is not gonna be reflective upon your relationship, even though the father figure is very telling of how you go about your relationships. Does that make sense? You know,
That's the father.
I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I don't know what the fuck she's talking about.
Okay. You can't seek the love that you like. No one is ever going to satisfy that love that you want. If you want this big old love, like this.
But why are we what ifing a situation? We have a current situation at hand, right? There's no need to add spin-offs to it.
That's like trauma bonding, right?
The point that I'm making is if you are looking for a relationship, regardless of where you are with your self-love adventures, if you're looking for a relationship, you have one of two options. Either adjust your expectations.
An adventure.
Yes, a self-love adventure. Either you adjust your expectations, or you keep it and continue to wait until you meet somebody down the road that can fulfill that. It could be next week. It could be next decade.
Next adventure.
Yes, so that is my takeaway. You have to analyze, your standards. Have you met somebody that meets your standards? And if it's been a while, you're probably overshooting yourself, and you need to adjust what your standards are. If you feel like you don't need to adjust it, then pay the price and wait.
Adjusting, aka learning.
However, as a woman, time is not on your side. So
All right, like, come on,
pick,
really?
Pick your
Really?
poison.
Is that necessary?
Pick your poison. It's a fact. It's a fact.
Yeah, and you guys think it's cute to be 60 with a 3-year-old?
That's something personal. I'm gonna stay out of that one.
It's an example.
I don't know what 60-year-old you know.
All right, guys. I think we can definitely wrap it up. Richard, where can people
Life.
find you?
They can find me on IG, The Rich Pursuit.
Yes. We'll see if we'll put it somewhere.
You will.
Future Gray.
Somewhere.
Insert somewhere.
Somewhere. Do you
IG
have
handle.
anything going on with yourself right now, or anything that you would like to promote?
Are you joining us on YouTube anytime soon?
Probably not on YouTube.
Okay.
So right now I am working on a brand I've been working on for a few years. It's called Us in Sync.
Okay.
And what we focus on is we work with experts in the relationship field to help couples reconnect and connect at a deeper level. And a lot of times we kind of focus more on the intimacy factor of a relationship, which is more based on feelings. It's not very sensual. Even though sensuality does plays a role in it, you normally want to start with the intimacy factor, because that's where the love lies. That's where the connection lies. Strong connection, strong bond naturally leads to great sensuality. But when partners can be intimate and vulnerable and open,
You're giving Future Gray mad work.
so when a couple learns to be, again, can you cut her face out and then just have me in there?
I can't do nothing. I have to listen. I can just smile and wave. Like, go on. I'm not looking at you. Go ahead. Go ahead. The intimacy aspect?
So we help couples explore that. What? So when couples are able to be open and vulnerable to connect and express what their concerns, their worries are, their pleasures, their concerns, it allows for a couple to be more unified than the average. That's why you're seeing these divorce rates at 52%. And who have you ever known to get married with the intention of getting a divorce?
No one.
What's the number one reason for a divorce?
Money.
It's not.